one of the things that you have to deal with as you're developing your offer is the necessity of making choices. You can't do everything. You don't have unlimited time. You don't have unlimited energy. You don't have unlimited money.
Yeah.
You have to have some way of choosing what will actually bring you towards what you want, which is part of the iteration cycle. And the best way of doing that is by examining the choices that your customers are making, the trade-offs that they're making when they choose to buy something that you have to offer. So, for example, let's say you're put yourself into the shoes of your customers, and let's say you run a restaurant.
Okay. Now, can you only do this after you're already selling something?
No, you can actually do it before.
Okay.
So someone who is in this market who is already...
Okay, so even if they're not buying from you, you're still considering them your customers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already in your market. Okay. So assume that your customers have already decided that they're going to go out to eat tonight.
Okay.
Okay. What are the choices that they're making? What are the choices that they're facing? Could be, they could go to, swanky downtown hotspot and, get some gourmet food in a wonderful setting and, an experience that they'll talk about with their friends at work the next day, all of these things. Or they could go down the street to the diner and get some, mediocre food at a reasonable price, but it's, quick and it's comfortable and it's close to home, things like that. Your customers are facing a trade-off.
Okay.
And some days they're probably not going to choose both in the same evening.
Probably not.
Unless they're really hungry. They're going to choose one or the other. And what they choose depends on what they value.
At that moment.
At that particular moment.
Okay.
So part of making good business decisions or making good choices about what to invest in as a business owner is directly related to being able to empathize with a customer and say, what are my customers thinking about right now?
Okay.
What do they want? And there are some things, and we'll talk about here in a little bit how you can actually test this.
Yeah.
But there are some things that your customers value more than others.
Like speed and price over...
Exactly. So fast food is a classic example. The quality of the food may not be that great or may be acceptable, but the speed and the price are fantastic, which is why people go there. The gourmet restaurant, the quality of the food and the service may be stellar. The price, not so much. So there are always trade-offs. And so it really helps to get a firm understanding, particularly as you're going through the iteration cycle and getting feedback. What are your customers valuing? What do they place of a higher priority over other things? And how does that shake out for them? And we'll talk about a process called relative importance testing in order to do that. But always remember that just like you're facing choices about what to build or develop or invest in or whatever, your customers are making choices too. And so the more you can align the choices that you're making as you're going through this iteration cycle to line up with the choices or the values that your customers have, the better your business will be.
Makes sense.
The more those two diverge, the more you start spending time and effort and money on
get
things
them
that...
back.
Yeah, well, or spending money on things like that people don't care about. So it's like the diner spending a lot of time and effort updating the decor.
Yeah, people probably don't care.
No. And they could spend a lot of energy doing that, and it would provide almost no return on their business because that's not why customers go there.
True.
So the more you can align your choices with the choices of your customers, the better off you are. And we'll talk about how to do that